Good morning. Today we are going to start section T3, which is the start of transformations, specifically translations. So there's three transformations we're going to look at over the next few days. Translations, rotations, and reflections. And all of these are going to lead us up to what we call triangle congruence. But today we are going to specifically look at translations. Okay. So what is a translation? A translation is a geometric transformation that moves every point of a figure or a space by the same distance in a given direction. Okay, so a translation basically takes a figure and it slides it across a given plane. Okay, so let's jump into some examples and we'll just play with it. Okay, so the figure translates 3 units to the right and 2 units downward. Okay. So we have a graph here. Okay. Let's use a triangle. And we're going to call these points A, B, and C. Alright, so the figure translates 3 units to the right and 2 units down. Okay, so what that means is you're going to take each point, move it 3 units to the right and 2 units down. So let's take A for instance. I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3 units to the right and 2 units down. And that's my new A. I'm going to put a little apostrophe right there to signify that it's my new A. Okay. Now, let's do the same thing with B. 3 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, and 2 units down. 1, 2. Okay, now that's my new B. Okay. Now, lastly, we have our point C. We need to translate it 3 units to the right and 2 units down. And that's my new point C. Okay, so translations, all we're doing is sliding each point in the direction that's given. Whoops. Now we can connect these. And our figure has now translated 3 units to the right and 2 units down. Okay. So I can ask you to draw this, so physically give me a demonstration, or I could ask you to tell me what are the coordinates that come up from this transformation. Okay, so my initial coordinates were negative 1, 2, negative 3, 2, and negative 2, 4. Now my new coordinates are 0, 0, 2, 0, and 1, 2. Okay, so the first triangle, and then the second triangle. Now, hopefully you notice something about the coordinates. Okay, this could actually be done algebraically as well. You don't actually have to draw out the figures and move them to find where the new points are going to lie. You could actually just use the coordinates. Okay, so let's take point B for instance. Point B and our new point B. Okay, it started off at negative 3, 2. Okay, so we have our x and we have our y. 3 units to the right, that affects our x. And 2 units down affects our y. Okay, so 3 units to the right. That means we're going to add. On the number line, if you're going to the right, you're adding. So negative 3 plus 3 gives us 0. Okay. And our y value is 2 units down. Okay. Down, in this situation, is going to be minus. So if I subtract 2 from 2, I also get 0. Okay. So, another example. Okay. Translate the figure 2 units to the left and 3 units upwards. Okay, so here's my triangle. A, B, C. Try sliding these in the directions that I've given. Also, see if you could try to solve these algebraically. Okay, I'll write out the coordinates for you right here. So point A is 3, 2. Point B is 2, negative 1. And point C is 4, 0. Okay, go ahead, pause the video, and try both of these, sliding it and solving it algebraically. Okay, I'll be back in 5 seconds. Alright, so here we go. First, sliding it. We're going to move each point 2 units to the left and 3 units up. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. There's our new A. Okay. Now our new B. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. There's our new B. And lastly C. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. This is our triangle translated. 2 units to the left and 3 units upwards. Okay, now what does that mean? 2 units to the left means your x coordinate minus 2, and 3 units upwards means your y coordinate plus 3. Okay, so each time I'm subtracting 2 from your x and adding 3 to your y. So that means our new A is going to be 1, 5, which it is. Our new B is going to be 0, 2, which it is. And our new C, is going to be 2, 3. Okay. Hopefully this helps. Again, make sure to continue to ask me questions. I've been getting a lot of good questions, a lot of good emails, a lot of good comments on Google Classroom. Okay, make sure to continue to ask me questions.